The message came while I was flipping burgers. Grease hissed. Laughter floated across the yard. My wife stood by the patio table, smiling too wide, her hand resting on his forearm. My brother. Not by blood, by choice. Which made it worse. My phone vibrated again. Unknown number. She deserves better than secrets. Attached. A photo. A hotel hallway. Red carpet, gold trim. A mirror at the end reflecting two silhouettes walking too close to be accidental. Her dress. His jacket. My breath didn't change. I didn't let it. I looked up. She caught my eyes from across the lawn. For half a second, her smile faltered. Just a flicker. Then it returned, brighter, controlled. I saved the photo, slid the phone back into my pocket. The smell of smoke and charred meat filled the air. Children ran past me with paper plates. Someone asked if the burgers were ready. Almost, I said. My voice didn't tremble. Inside, something precise and mechanical began to move. Not rage. Not yet. Calculation. He's just a friend, she had said 2 weeks earlier. Trust me. Trust. The word felt cheap now. Like plastic jewelry pretending to be gold. I started replaying everything. Late gym nights. The new perfume. The way she angled her phone away from me in bed. The casual mentions of him, always light, always harmless. He was family. He sat at our table. Held my daughter when she was born. Called me brother with a straight face. And now I had a hotel hallway. I didn't confront her. That would have been emotional, impulsive. Instead, I watched. At the BBQ, he laughed too loud at her jokes. She touched his wrist when she spoke. Tiny gestures, intimate gestures, invisible to anyone who wasn't looking for them. I was looking. When he left that night, she walked him to his car. Too long. I stood at the kitchen window. Lights off, watching their silhouettes in the driveway. A hug. Not friendly. Lingering. Her head tilted upward. His hand at her waist. They didn't see me. I memorized the angle of their bodies. I didn't sleep that night. I lay beside her, breathing evenly, while she scrolled through her phone under the covers. At 1:17 a.m., she smiled at something on her screen. Not at me. Something inside me stopped arguing with itself. Denial ended quietly. Suspicion hardened into purpose. The next morning, I made coffee like always. Kissed her forehead. Asked about her plans. Normal. I needed time. First, the phone records. Shared account. Easy access. Calls between them. Short, frequent. Deleted from her visible log but preserved in billing history. Then the credit card statement. A boutique hotel. 2 nights. Same weekend, she said she was at a wellness retreat with coworkers. I Googled the hotel. Elegant, discreet, expensive. I drove there the following Friday. Spoke to the front desk with a calm smile. Mentioned I was organizing an anniversary surprise and wanted the same suite we'd used last month. The receptionist checked. Confirmed. Room 417, 2 guests. Her name. And his. There it was. Clean, official. I thanked her. Walked back to my car. Sat behind the wheel. Hand steady? It wasn't the betrayal that hurt the most. It was the arrogance. The assumption I would never look. So I gathered more. I hired a photographer. Quietly, cash. 2 days later, I received images that left no room for interpretation. Balcony, wine glasses, his hand on her thigh, her mouth on his. No shadows, no ambiguity. Proof. I printed them. High resolution, sharp. Then I waited. Patience is power. Thanksgiving approached. Family dinner at our house. She insisted on hosting, said it would bring everyone closer. Irony has a sense of humor. The table was full. My son, his wife, my so-called brother, laughter, clinking glasses, polite lies. Midway through dessert, my daughter-in-law's phone rang. She answered, irritated. If you want to join Thanksgiving, come wash the dishes. She snapped at whoever was on the other end. Everyone chuckled. I didn't. Instead, I stood. Walked to the living room. Connected my phone to the television. The first image filled the screen. Hotel balcony. Her lips pressed against his neck. Silence fell like a dropped plate. Faces drained of color. She froze. He whispered my name. I advanced to the next photo. Room 417 printed clearly on the door. I thought he was just a friend, I said calmly. No shouting. No shaking. Her mouth opened, but no sound came out. He stood knocking over his chair. It's not what it... Sit down, I said. He did. Because he knew. She began to cry. Real tears, messy, loud. I felt nothing. But that wasn't the real move. The real move came later. 2 days after Thanksgiving, my daughter-in-law called me. Cold tone. You're not welcome here anymore. Interesting. Family shifts quickly when scandal surfaces. If you want to join Christmas, she added sharply, come wash the dishes. I smiled. Enjoy, I replied. Then I sent her a single photo, not of the affair, of my villa in Switzerland. Snow-draped mountains, glass walls, fireplace glowing against white peaks. The property I had quietly purchased months ago after selling my company shares. The property none of them knew existed. Within minutes, my phone rang. Once, twice, 71 times. Voicemails flooded in. Apologies, reversals, invitations. Greed is louder than morality. My wife called too, sobbing, saying we could fix this, as if betrayal were a cracked plate. I didn't answer. Instead, I filed the divorce papers, attached the evidence, transferred assets already secured in offshore accounts she never had access to. I didn't crush her with anger. I crushed her with preparation. I left quietly. Switzerland welcomed me with silence. Snow absorbed sound, even grief. From the villa balcony, I watched the mountains stand indifferent to human drama. My phone stopped ringing after a week. Desperation has an expiration date. I thought about him, my brother. About her. About trust. I realized something simple. Betrayal doesn't destroy you. It reveals who was weak enough to attempt it. They mistook my calm for blindness, my patience for ignorance, my silence for submission. They were wrong. I didn't lose a wife. I didn't lose a brother. I lost illusions. And illusions are the lightest things to bury. The snow keeps no record of footsteps, neither do I.